Hey guys, Vaughn here. No, this is not the full movie The Matrix. This is a commentary track for The Matrix from 1999 for watching on Netflix. I don't know why everybody else on YouTube's allowed to do a commentary track, and when I do one, it's all false. I was watching a whole movie over here, and it's got clickbait me and tricked me. No, that's not what this is. So, if you want to watch this on Netflix, go ahead, crack open a cold one. Cue that up to 000 and hit play now. We got the green Warner Brothers logo here. Oh, now, yeah, I have not watched this movie in, oh dear, well over 10 years. And Warner Brothers Village Road showed that kind of a greenish VHS effect type look. Here we have our Matrix characters falling from the sky like raindrops. Now, I know some of you watching this, The Matrix is your number one movie, and Terminator 2 is maybe your number two, but when you get done with this commentary track, you're going to be like, nope, we were wrong. Terminator 2 is better. And The Matrix is fine. I'm just saying that there's some problems here. Like, this movie borrows from a lot of stuff. You know, we had the recently released Americanized version of Ghost in the Shell. These like falling characters, letters in green, numbers in green, what have you. That's straight out of Ghost in the Shell, I shit you not. But you probably know that already. I do think that despite having not seen this in a while, I'm going to be able to provide some insights that maybe you guys haven't heard before from the other hacks on YouTube. And if you're asking what's Vaughn drinking, it's Mountain Dew Throwback. It's Mountain Dew with real sugar, not high fructose corn syrup. Alright, so we got a message here saying Morpheus believes he's the one. Some cops showing up in a hallway looking kind of like Seven here. Carrie-Anne Moss. Yeah, I was once told by a film director that you should always have a good hero shot for like all the lead characters need to have a cool getting on screen shot there. So Carrie-Anne Moss looked cool there. Hugo Weaving showing up as Agent Smith, right? When's the last time you seen these like beat cops with these hats? Like, was that just too friendly? Now cops look like they're in the military. I don't see cops wearing hats at all. They just have like all this armor. If they have a hat, it's a helmet from SWAT team. Okay, now we're starting up with the action here. The famous slash infamous jump twirl in the air. I guess you could call that bullet time, though. When people think of bullet time, it refers to Neo dodging the bullets. We have some decent moves there. I mean, really, there's nothing really to complain about as far as the action and effects go. If you guys were expecting me to point out irregularities, I mean, there might be a few here and there. This is a very confusing movie the first time you see it, and you're just like, what is going on here? How does she have these powers, you know? Alright, so we got to get going. I know there's some kind of continuity error showing up here soon. I think this was shot in like Melbourne. Or it was there were shots in Australia, and they have writing on the street that'll mention like a lift instead of an elevator or something, or it'll switch or something like this. Guns on the billboard, that's showing a Desert Eagle. And Agent Smith uses a Desert Eagle. And you can't say that that billboard is some kind of mistake. Like somebody put that there on purpose. Maybe there's some kind of point. Maybe the Desert Eagle is super popular according to the programmers of the Matrix. I don't know, but things that are in a shot in a major studio film put there by the art director, or it's a mistake. It wasn't just some billboard that was there. And, we're just continuing the chase here, and we have regular old beat cops who don't realize they're in the Matrix, can't keep up. It's not a problem for the agent. Alright, we got our run across here, dive. Alright, kind of, you could say obvious composite shot there if you want. I think it blends together pretty well. Get up, Trinity. Just get up, get up. Why is she talking to herself? Well, spoilers. You guys should have watched the whole movie before listening to this commentary. When you realize that she's in a computer program, she's really well in tune with her control settings, I guess, but it's not really her body, right? And then it's weird to think that the truck's trying to crash into her. Like, just why is this happening, huh? But then you understand that the agents can take over any body they want, really, and try to stop these people who've hacked into the Matrix. And these agents here, like, when you're watching this, it seems as though you don't really know if Hugo Weaving is the lead. Maybe then towards the end, as he gets to confrontational with Morpheus, we go in through the phone. We're seeing some wiring. It's not just a cool transition to this computer screen. There is something to this, actually. But you don't know that until you've seen the movie. Because no one can be told what the Matrix is. They have to experience it for themselves. We got this guy. He seems to be burning some CDs, mini disc, what have you. Fancy wavy keyboard because he's a hacker. And hackers are cool. Researching this guy Morpheus, and now his computer is giving him messages. Wake up, Neo. Oh, hey, Neo. Oh, he has to be the one, right? It's like this anagram, huh? You just rearrange these letters, and then, oh, hey, it's one. That's how his nickname. It's also interesting how words, or actually the names people go by. It's like everybody has a one-word name. Morpheus, Trinity, Dozer, what have you. Did they ever say Neo's first name? I think they might. Maybe they just call him Mr. Anderson. He's got this message here, follow the white rabbit. Huh? What? My computer. Whoa. It's not doing the things I'm pushing. It predicted somebody was knocking at the door, and then they did. So this is the Matrix version of a drug deal. Yeah, I got the money. I guess. And here we got, what would we call this? Those are mini discs, right? Well, I mean, what's he really have here? I've heard this hallucinogenic music stuff that it sounds like a bunch of hogwash. Don't get caught using it. This girl has some funky African neck stretcher type necklace, doesn't she? You need to unplug, man. Now, I've got some questions about these people. Listen to what they're saying. You need to unplug. I think at one point, and yeah, it's been a very long while since I've seen this, but there's a white rabbit. It's gonna go along. I think at one point somebody calls him Copper Top, as though they know he's a battery. As it's said later that, the humans are being used as this power source. All right, so we're going this freaky deaky bondage club type thing here. Clubs like this where everything's dilapidated, you don't see that anymore. People don't dress in all black and leather. When's the last time you even saw somebody wearing black and leather? All right, so this is Neo meeting Trinity. What? I thought you were a guy, because guys know how to use computers. Look at how cool shot on film used to look in the late 90s compared to shitty cinematography today. I'm glad I told you guys follow the white rabbit. So if she turned, you saw that tattoo of the white rabbit. But if she didn't, then we wouldn't gotten here. We wouldn't have a movie. Neo has some kind of curiosity here. He's looking for Morpheus. How does he know what the Matrix is? Like, or of the Matrix? Like, if you're in the Matrix, no one has to tell you about the Matrix, right? Alarm clock, go to work. The green motif continues. Huh? I'm daydreaming. You need to make a choice, Mr. Anderson. I always choose the desk to find another job. So it's almost like you choose the reality. You continue to work in the cubicle. Or, well, if you escape what you thought was the reality, you get to. It seems a little counterintuitive, doesn't it? You gotta fly. Great, sign here. Have a nice day. I think FedEx is still using the same mailer. Now, here's something I can share with you guys. Look at that. The way the plate shoots off. I thought that was so cool. There's a misconception that the phone in this movie was called the Nokia 8860. I tried to get Nokia 8860, but they weren't available on the Sprint carrier that I've always been with, and it's not actually this. I think it's a 7 something series. This phone. It's actually a bit bigger, bulkier, and it doesn't actually slide down like that. There is no phone with a mechanism that shoots down for the microphone. It was a trick they did in the movie with the props department, kind of fixing that up. So to me, it seems like that's a really cool feature for phones. Screw multi-touch, uh, LCD screens across the whole thing, smartphone. What you really need is a phone that shoots down the mouthpiece. Morpheus providing some instruction on how to elude, because he can see everything, because it's a program that they're viewing. Pretty exciting day at the office where you're kind of hunched over and ducking between the cubicles, right? What? You want me to go outside? I don't have time to explain. We need a supercut of I don't have time to explain. No way. No way. This is crazy. Why is this happening? Shit. Phone falls, CGI phone. I can't do this. See, if you believe you can't do it, you can't do it, right? Being escorted away. Shit. That's one of their favorite words here. Look how old these monitors look. Do you need that many monitors keeping an eye on Neo here? Interrogation time. Mr. Anderson. Oh, Thomas A. Anderson. I was off. You're living a double life. You're a hacker alias Neo, Mr. Anderson. Guilty of every virtual computer crime and stealing music from Metallica. Now you have to choose. There's a lot of stuff about choosing here. You choose the desk, you find a new job. You choose you want to be Anderson or Neo. You choose you want to be in the Matrix or you want to know the truth. Or the real truth, whatever. A certain individual, right? Wow, Hugo Weaving looks so young here. I actually saw him in an indie film, well, a foreign one, whatever, recently that was submitted to my festival, and he was He was just some hermit out in the woods, and boy, did he look rough. Hugo Weaving. All right, we need your cooperation to bring this Morpheus to justice. I give you the finger, and you give me a phone call. Keanu Reeves not the strongest actor. Is he really the best here? This, well, you got to keep in mind he is still connected to the Matrix, right? So they can manipulate him. His mouth getting covered up here, not a bad looking effect. All right, time to take his shirt off, guys. This is rather rapey right here. We don't want you talking. Well, I only vaguely remember this here. They playing a bug on him, but does he need to see that this happened to him, though? Then that kind of defeat the purpose. If he knows he's bugged. Con. And there you go, as date rape. You know, I passed out. I don't remember what happened, right? You got your rape analogy there. We got an old ass phone, don't we? They don't know how important you are. You are the one, Neo. Guys, frankly, I think this one prophecy bullshit is weak for a narrative. But you're the chosen one. Who gets to be the chosen one? The prophecy, the one who to align the force or whatever, bring balance to the force. Is like, where's the prophecy come from? How does he know he's the one here? You know, it's the same problem with Star Wars prequels and this. What in it in Neo allows him to do more than Morpheus? It doesn't really make any sense to me. It's like we have just this one Jesus guy who can do anything, but he doesn't know he's Jesus. It's, I think it's a weak story from that specific element. Like there shouldn't be a one. This could very well be a concerted team effort here. Team effort to bring down the Matrix, not a we need the one. I think that's a big issue with the story, honestly. Now, this is a Lincoln Continental with suicide doors. Everybody thinks suicide doors are the shit. Lincoln just brought back the Continental. Doesn't have suicide doors. I don't think it has suicide doors. It should. Yeah, we have this giant machine here. You probably didn't notice. It would only take up almost the entire back seat, but I'm just gonna whip this out, and it specifically gets the tracking devices out of your belly button. All right, I gotta kind of locate it here with the rudimentary screen. Throw this out, and it's no longer an animal. You know, it was like this insect type thing, and now you throw it out, and it's a chip. Interessant. Cool bird's eye shots here. Nice tile. Is there a place where you can find dilapidated buildings that are up to code to the point that you can actually shoot in them, or do you really have to make them up yourself? Taking you to Morpheus, he knows a lot. It's weird. There's two times in this movie he goes to somebody for knowledge. Yeah, well, Morpheus must be like the smartest guy. He knows everything. Now you have to go to the Oracle. Okay, Oracle, tell me what. I am Morpheus. I'm so cool. I have my hands behind my back. And now both my hands are in front, and then we jump cut, and they're one's behind again. But hey, it's not really continuity error. It's in the Matrix. Now, I'd like you guys to keep in mind here the way people are dressed. Like, it's almost as though the people who have figured the shit out about the Matrix and are kind of hopping in for fun or whatnot hang out at the clubs, they dress in black, they're enlightened. And it's a cool look for this movie. But then in the sequels, the one, Morpheus, or sorry, Neo, all of a sudden he has to dress with this Asian influence. This, like, I'm not wearing a black duster anymore. Now I've got this, like, kind of like long, uh, Wing Chun practitioner coat. Yeah, with a collar. No more leather, now cotton. I don't think it's as cool of a look. You know, there's something weird, something you can't feel right in your entire life. Something's wrong with the world. Now, you want to know the truth? You're going to take this pill or this pill, right? Look how that red on that chair just really pops. You see all this green, and then the red really hits you, doesn't it? I think there was a way to order a Morpheus chair that was dilapidated. I'm pretty damn sure people have those. Morpheus glasses never really caught on, but I could see it working, you know, if they were secure. Zero hinge, nothing going to your ears whatsoever. So now we have another line about paying taxes. Interesting. You know you're a slave because you pay taxes. Ah, see what they're doing there? I look like I'm wearing lipstick, but I'm not. Ah, yes, no one can be told what the Matrix is, and we need more people walking around looking like Morpheus these days, because everybody looks like a wimp. Last chance, no turning back. Take the blue pill, the story ends, you wake up in your bed. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. I'll show you how deep. Right. See, I'm thinking really staying in Wonderland. He already kind of is in Wonderland. He's in the false reality, so it's kind of like, what are you really offering here? If you want the truth, take the red pill. But why couldn't you just say that instead of trying to make this into something big and I don't know, prosthetic? Uh-oh, there's thunder while I'm drinking this. That's ominous. Good thing we have this nifty setup here. We're so good at hacking, we hack the body. Quick, whip out an old rotary phone. And then the pill is a trace program. Imagine that if you could take pills that were a program. Kansas is going bye-bye. There's quite a few quotable lines here. It's kind of unfortunate how the Matrix. Well, I mean, this is a matter of perspective. Is it unfortunate that the Matrix just kind of ends and fades into obscurity? Or was it something that needed to be ridden to death, like Star Wars, with just a constant pumping out of new installments to feed the frenzy? More action figures, more video games, more TV series spin offs. It's a matter of perspective. Something's changing in this world. I can feel things being weird. Liquid metal. You gave me some hell of good drugs, man. That program. Touch the mirror and he's becoming the T-1000. Could they have maybe told him not to touch that mirror? Because it seems like the mirror is kind of causing the problem here. And now we have. Could you call this the birth of Neo here? It's wires everywhere, kind of keeping him alive in a comatose state. Very. Do they shave him? Like, does some kind of machine come by and shave him because he's capable of growing hair later? And pull this cord out. This, of course, would be done with CGI today because why would we mock up a head to pull the cord out of? Where am I? My eyes I haven't used them my whole life, but they seem to be working okay. There's some controversy about how the muscle system works here, like if he'd be able to do anything. If it's like they mentioned later that he's like so weak because he's never used his muscles. Now this, in reality, is actually the Matrix. The Matrix is the physical system for keeping all these people alive. We've got the CGI robot. What did they call these things? I can't remember. You know what? The textures on it, not really up to par. I mean, debatable, right? Now, I don't think you had to have a prop person for this, but they did make that up. Like that is a sort of an effect there. Kind enough to give him some underoos. Yeah, you're just some loser. You malfunctioned. You're going into the pit. Forget the fact that you were kind of a lead for tracking down Morpheus. The computers essentially outsmarted here. Why couldn't they be like, okay, we know Morpheus is going to try to wake this guy up. Why don't we try to find Morpheus when he goes and extracts the body? End of movie, right? Oh, yeah, but what do I know? They don't pay me to make movies. Welcome to the real world, where we don't have leather. You think Morpheus has for years gone around saying, hey, we're finding the one because the Oracle said I would? Fading to black. Acupuncture at its finest. Take a look at how diverse the last remnants of human society, particularly in the sequels here, where you find out that, and what is it, Zion, the last human city underground? It's like all black people, or damn close to it. Oh, but they need a white savior. Yeah, now he's growing hair, so it's like, what happened? Was there somebody shaving his hair down, or was he in a vat of Nair? Also worth noting out, another connection to, uh, Ghost in the Shell. The plugs in the back to jack into the Matrix. Nebuchadnezzar sounds like a very unusual choice for a ship name. Oh, was that? It was was he a Samaritan king or some shit? I can't remember. A hovercraft that basically defies gravity. I'm Trinity, the welder. Yeah, we don't dress as cool. Here's the weird thing, they were dressing like cool people in the 90s. Now they're dressing like cool people today. With this kind of like hipster or homeless look. Strap in. We're going to run you through a teaching program. Oh man, I never noticed how jacked up Keanu Reeves' teeth are. That bottom row, man. Now look at how you don't have any shadow here on Morpheus. It's like he's floating in white. There's the Morpheus chair. An old ass CRT. You like that green tie. And if this guy shows up and wants to sell vacuum cleaners to you, you gotta buy a damn vacuum cleaner. Now, what city is this? But they also call the simulation the Matrix. What? Oh no. The world's dilapidated. It's so cloudy. Oh, that's a cool shot. Early 21st century, all of mankind united in celebration. Gave birth to AI. You know, there's some talk here that Putin is saying that the race to establish AI is going to determine the superpower in the coming world here. So it's almost like we're in a battle between countries to find out who is going to create Skynet first to kill everybody. And then take credit for it, I guess. Russia's Skynet's better than American Skynet. So they're in an effort to stop the AI. They did they destroy the sun? No, it was like blotted out the sun. They thought that it was their solar power source, but humans can operate as batteries, but it's a super inefficient battery. So people say, "Oh, why would they need the humans as batteries?" I don't really think it's a need. I think it's more of a punishment for humans to make them the batteries, that they could have alternate sources. They didn't need solar. Hell, surely they got access to nuclear fission and stuff, right? Fusion reactors and the like. But what the odd thing is that you find out in the Animatrix, the kind of like promo for the sequels, that the stories they tell expand on the world so much more and are required in understanding the ending to what was it, Matrix Revolutions, the last movie, Matrix 3, that it doesn't make sense if you don't watch the Animatrix. And the Animatrix shows that the AI, the computers, the robots, they wanted to just kind of be equals. And if you understand that they now have a resentment for humanity for being oppressed and kicked to the side, then yeah, I can see them using humans as batteries as a punishment. Yeah, we can also use reactors, but this Matrix thing, cool punishment idea. Time to vomit. Everybody vomits green in movies. How about you guys? Brown all day, dude. You can't go back to the Matrix. Well, sorta. You know the truth. And once you know the truth, you can't unlearn it. They have a rule about freeing people up that have been in the Matrix too long. They want it. They'd rather go back to the Matrix. You know that Wayward Pines had a similar thing. Did you ever watch Wayward Pines on Fox? How there were these people. Oh, spoilers galore here. These people didn't realize that they were actually far in the future. They thought they were trapped in this weird town. But they come to learn that when adults are woken up from cryostasis and learn slowly about the truth about the town, they kill themselves. They can't handle it. So they only wake up young people. I think it's a little weird to guarantee suicide. I believe you're the one. Yeah, we keep hearing it. What? Training? Whoa. Now, this guy here, he's one of the natural born. He can't hack in. Tank. I don't think they replace his. There's like a new guy kind in the sequels who basically has the same role, different actor. I don't think his name's Tank, but he's basically the same thing. There's some kind of contract dispute. Like this guy wants some more money. I'm a child of Zion. I'm a natural. Yeah, I can't. I don't have the jack. I can't go into the Matrix like you guys. But whatever. Everybody's building up how great this guy is. Anakin. Training time. We got some hue cards from the old TurboGrafx 16. Let's fire these up. Loading, and now you know jujitsu. Uh, does this stuff apply to him in the real world? Like, can he, I mean, aside from bullet timing and all that, but can he actually do this stuff if he had to fight somebody in reality? Now that the program's loaded into his mind? Learning like all martial arts. I know Kung Fu. Show me. I think this is a little problematic once you start really getting into the martial arts here, because I felt like the gunplay was stronger in this movie than the martial arts, really. I mean, I'm totally fine with this. I think they have some Eastern people on board for the fight choreography and the like, but um, it's just an issue because this movie has a mix of both. It's heavy on the gunplay. It does the good stuff with the martial arts, right? But you also know that the martial arts stuff, faked and staged with wires, is less authentic and therefore not as good as, say, somebody like Jackie Chan. But they seemed to misunderstand what the appeal was when it came to the sequels, and they were like, well, everybody liked the fighting, so let's just have all fighting all the time. Screw the guns, kung fu. And I think that was a misstep. Let's break out our 90s techno. Better than today's techno. Yeah, I mean, is a punch to the stomach that sends a guy flying because he has wires really that great? I feel like this ushers in a circumstance where it makes today's superhero movies possible. How it's like, wow, look at how people were willing to accept non Arnold Schwarzenegger, non athletes doing superhuman things. Wow. I guess we can get anybody to play a superhero, and now that's what we have today. So this, in some way, ushers in today's blockbusters, I guess, with this non-Ubermensch doing the Ubermensch stuff, right? What? You're winded? No, you got to know that you're not winded. Continue the fight. Wow, look at his neurokinetics. Way above normal. Oh, he's unlocking his potential here. I have to walk the jump program. Oh, a touchscreen. Oh, there was a funny thing on Conan O'Brien. It's late night of Conan O'Brien where it's like, I thought the Matrix was a little cheap. Like they show the guy start jumping across the building, and it cuts to some guys on the ground. Wow, he's jumping across the building. I bet when he lands, he breaks the concrete. Then just shows the concrete breaking. Alright, I gotta do this jump, okie dokie. Free my mind. No one ever makes their first jump. Yeah, but he's the one. They seem to be taking bets. Okay, free my mind. I'm gonna get in the zone. I can do this. You can see that he was already off to the wrong start there by being this kind of anxious guy. Oh, yeah, okay, I got this. I'm gonna get a running start. Morpheus just nonchalantly does it. He's not thinking right. Did that concrete jello look convincing enough to you guys? Your mind makes it real. I wish people said that more. You die in the Matrix, you die here. It gives stakes to being in the Matrix. That's a good move. Otherwise, oh, we do whatever we want, there's nothing at risk. Hell, at least people can die in these movies. Cypher being a little creepy. Should you bother waking up somebody who looks as sketchy as this? You know, just leave him in the Matrix, right? I forgot what this song's called, but you've heard it around. Now, this is where there are some street signs that cause some discrepancies. All these people, they're plugged into the system, but any one of them can become an agent. Oh, look at the lady in red. She's standing out. Frozen. Now this, I mean, in the time, this was like, wow, they froze time. Like, that's cool stuff. Look at the birds. There's the desert eagle. Everyone who has fought an agent has died. But I believe you're different. People keep talking up Neo. See, I can dodge bullets? No, Neo. That's something I do like to quote here. When you're ready, you won't have to. But what I say is, I'm like, you won't have to. Like, and people don't seem to understand it's a Matrix reference. Oh, hey, you saying I can do this? You're good enough, you won't have to. Just kind of paraphrase it. Squiddy? Sentinel. That's what they're called, sentinels. So they're being chased by sentinels in the planet core. Now the ship going by here doesn't look awful. Is it really a hovercraft or is it kind of a maglev type thing? The only weapon we have against the machines is the EMP. I'm gonna get my hat on for fighting. I wonder what's the propulsion system for these sentinels. They're floating around, but this isn't water that they're flying through. Those monitors, are those LCDs? Maybe. So the image translator works for the constructs. That's how they're able to kind of watch it like it was a VHS tape. But in the Matrix, there's too much information. You have to try to read the code. Why did I take the blue pill? Says Guido the Killer Pimp. Yeah, who would think that Last Humans on Earth moonshine would be that great? Oh man, he told you that you're the one already? Wow. Now imagine if Neo is John Connor. So they know they have to protect John Connor because they have the information from the future that he's the leader of the resistance. In this case, it's like, what makes this guy so important? They're not from the future. They don't know he's the one that overturns things, so they have to protect him. They're just the prophecy. It's not like John Connor had superhuman abilities, and that's what made him the savior. Right? You come to find out that it's his knowledge beforehand that trains him up. Alright, so he left Cypher alone, and he puts himself into the Matrix to conduct a deal with Dr. Evil himself, Agent Smith. Sit down and have some steak. There's a transition here I don't like, where it's like, cut to the harp. Come on, show the harp. I do recall that, right? Ignorance is bliss. What? I want to remember nothing and set me up with a good house, you know? Make me rich. Pretty good deal, huh? Whatever you want. No, there really is no limits here. Like you could say, I want to be the richest man on the planet and infinite wealth and super good. Okay, fine. There you go. You got it. Just give us Neo and Morpheus here. Zion mainframe passwords. That's what they want. Yeah, I can't get you the mainframe password, but I can get you Morpheus. Here's some sludge for you. It comes out of this like spigot. I'm not sure why, but it looks cool. Remember Tasty Wheat? And then this is one of the conversations that expands the Matrix in a way that makes this a richer movie than one would suspect. Because think about this, you know, why do so many things taste like chicken, right? Yeah, they couldn't figure out what chicken tastes like, so there's a lot of things that taste like chicken. And then you think in the real world, hey, a lot of stuff does taste like chicken. Maybe you're in the Matrix. And so when I first saw this, I watched this in about 2000 on HBO. There's our old cable service, Multimedia Cablevision. I think it got bought out or switched or something happened, and we became Cox in my area. And Cox gave everybody free HBO for like a while, like 6 months or a year or something. And we're watching this on HBO, and it seemed as though the next day you just were like, wow, I have to question the real world. You know, is that really the sky? Why does stuff taste like chicken? These little conversations that expand the universe of the film while people are doing something as bland as eating. That pays off pretty big in movies. You know, look at Aliens. We're sitting around having some grub, and now we learn about the artificial human, right? Let's get our dance music going. Oh yeah, those are LCD screens. So cool. But you got to keep in mind that it's late 90s forever in the Matrix. So yeah, future LCD screens, I guess. Late 90s, we have rotary phone, even though no one had a rotary phone then. So how did they get in? The phone's ringing. They pick up the phone. We're in. You didn't see them come out of the phone. Everybody wears black except this gal, for the hell of it. Kind of put away this decoy Nokia phone. I guess that's how they're tracking the whereabouts. How he's setting them up. So they've gone into the Matrix, but I can't really recall why. Like, hey, we needed to get back in the Matrix so that we could get set up and have most of the team killed off. Oh, were they going to the Oracle? Is that it? Going to the Oracle is dangerous. Then, like, is it that necessary? Just having a character that has that kind of power, like, what's what's the point? Like it's a little too fairy tale. Ah, cool jacket there, Morpheus. Too bad you wear a trench coat now. Everybody thinks that you're a pedophile or you have a gun. This is the movie that kind of made the trench coat thing illegal. Like this movie inspiring the Columbine massacre. Now trench coats are really looked down upon type thing, and trench coat duster kind of look. It's like, oh geez. We're gonna go see the Oracle. She lives in a crummy apartment. Oh, but who is the Oracle? Well, you find out when you ask these type of questions. You start getting answers you don't like so much. As found out in Matrix Reloaded. Is it Reloaded, the second movie? Revolutions? Which one was the video game? What was it called? Then there was a Matrix Online. I don't remember that one. I didn't play that. I actually thought that video game on like Xbox wasn't as bad as people were saying. It was on PlayStation 2. Xbox. Well, it could have been both. Make yourself at home, Morpheus. Oh, hey, it's a black lady. Like I was saying, the future of humanity is very diverse. All of these promising young students who are not quite the one. We got some floating blocks. It's like, wow, you're doing things beyond just human limits here. Now, the spoon effect does not really hold up, guys. Yeah, CGI spoon, obviously. And we have a shaved headed white kid playing the role of that Avatar boy from the last Airbender. There is no spoon. Now he's talking total gibberish. Yeah, okay, there is no spoon, but then you'll see it's not the spoon that bends, it's only yourself. Whatever. That melting spoon looks kind of shit, frankly. The trouble is we don't know what a liquid metal man looks like, but we know what a spoon looks like. And when a spoon becomes CGI and it doesn't look right, it is coming up short. Now she's going to predict the future, and this is done to show you that she knows her shit. She's the Oracle. If she didn't predict the future in front of this guy, don't worry about the vase. What vase? Oh, now you break it. That's a demonstration of her powers. I believe she died and was replaced by another lady for the next film. So you think you're the one? Huh? Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna let you in a little secret. I say that quite a bit. It's like some kind of weird psychic reading, like you're gonna go see Miss Cleo in person. Also dead. I'm not the one. Sorry, kid. You've got the gift, but it looks like you're waiting for something. So she's saying he's the one or not? Is she tricking him? She knows he's the one. She just doesn't want him knowing it because he might screw something up. As shown that if he knows he's going to break the vase, he broke the vase. Morpheus is going to sacrifice his life to save yours. Huh? You have to make a choice. Pay those taxes. Oracle smokes cigarettes, people. Dude, there is no smoking in movies anymore. I'm pretty sure smoking is an automatic R rating. Up till this point, have you seen anything terribly R rated about this? Me neither. So what is this cookie? Have a program? Don't tell Morpheus that you're not the one. Don't let him down. Man, Morpheus is a snazzy dresser. Now, the way he puts on those sunglasses would definitely put fingerprints all over those damn sunglasses. The woman in red. Yep. How long was he just looking at that magazine, like Centerfold? Was it that fascinating? Oh, can you imagine if they brought back the Continental and it actually looked like a 60s car on the outside? Like, that could be pretty sweet, right? But they didn't. Uh-oh. What's he all twitchy about, huh? Did they really need to bring that many people into the Matrix for a simple drive to Grandma's house? Alright, now we have a glitch in the Matrix coming up here. Whoa. Deja vu. What? Huh? What? What'd you say? Oh, everybody, calm down. So this is also supposed to get you to think that when deja vu occurs, that's a glitch in the Matrix. Like, oh hey, maybe we're actually in the Matrix. Nintendo Switch, APOC. They changed something. They're coming after us. Somebody's tipped them off. Hurry to the phone. But it's got to be a landline. If you're not looking at the wall, it can become, or you're not looking at the window, it becomes walled off. Is that a possibility? Tommy gun. Oh, he's getting jacked up. We lost the kid. Dusty house. Well, you guys should quit going to the same hideout. If you use a phone, they can track it, but it's the only way to get the information to lead us to a payphone. How tough would it be getting into the Matrix these days when you don't have phone booths? I need to twirl this gun around before I hand it off to you. What are the names of these other agents? Anyone know? Put your comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe. Oh, hey, and follow me on Twitter. Let's get into the walls. Yeah, I'd kind of like to see how they shot this. Boy, would that shoot that day be a pain in the dick. Coughing. Oh, but does he want to give away their location? How come movies aping this look today look like such ass? Like, I don't get it. Alright, let's bring out the guns. I'm the one, I can't aim through the wall. Now, this is our first instance of really visually seeing the agent take over a body. And now we understand what that's all about. Morpheus' sacrifice. You gotta get Neo out, it's all that matters. I'm fighting the... I have told you how dangerous it is fighting these agents, and yet I am doing it for you. Something it seems a little off with the sound effects right there. They can't leave them. Punching through the wall there. These guys do a pretty good job fighting regular dudes. You're sandbagging, Cypher. Smith. Agent Smith. You all look the same to me. Aha! They eventually do all look the same to you, Morpheus. They eventually do. Whoop! Not really super speed fighting. I do like that hit on the porcelain right there. That's pretty cool. Nice move there. Oh yeah, there's good fighting. I'm not really complaining, but I'm just saying that the trouble is they decided that this was the Matrix. It's like the Star Wars movies now. It's like space battles. Space battles were the big drive that got people to go see the original Star Wars, but they misinterpreted that and thought it was all about lightsaber fighting. So then episode 7 comes around and it's all lightsaber fighting. Everybody beat him like he's Rodney King. Maybe it's Netflix or something with my connection, but the lips are a little out of sync here. Telephone's ringing. It looks like Cypher's going to get to the exit first. Okay, we're bringing a few people in. But it's a trap. Does the gun need a camera? Oh, it didn't work? Is that the idea? Nice blessing. No. Boom. Trinity's hair is like just as good in the Matrix or outside the Matrix. Oh, Cypher seems to be having some issues with Neo making his moves on Trinity. You know, he didn't really need to do any of this. Like, he could have maybe just stayed jacked into the Matrix, let these guys live. They captured Neo in the Matrix, or sorry, Morpheus in the Matrix. Did they need to capture his body? Like, I don't really see what the trade was here, like the fine details of it. Yeah, I haven't seen Joey Pantalone. Panel. They call. I know they call him Joey Pants for short because it's just easier to say. But he's been in some pretty damn good movies. I haven't seen him in a while. I wonder if he's gonna be back for Bad Boys 3. Pull the cord out, drop dead. Oh, well, now everything's in sync. Yeah, because I had some sync issues here. I had to mess with some stuff in GarageBand where I'm recording this and pause and realign. And things might be kind of sketchy at the beginning of this for the first few minutes. Seems like I'm maxing out capacity and how long this thing's willing to record. But goodbye, Switch. Poor Nintendo Switch died. That is some funky headset he's got, isn't it? Like, that is what a streamer's headset should look like. All cyberpunk, a little steampunk, but with technology there. But he can't be the one if he dies, right? Well, Jesus died. He still has believers. Now, Trinity's whole thing is that she falls in love with the one, according to the Oracle. So therefore, if she loves him and she can see in his eyes, it's don't BS me. He is the one, yes. No, you're lying, right? Now, how did Tank survive? He took 2 blasts from this electric shit. His larger brother Dozer, 1 blast, dies. So now he saved them, but hurry, guys, get out of here. Considering the damage this guy took, why is he walking around like nothing happened? Inside the Matrix, that's definitely really Green Hue City, you know? You get more lifelike colors aboard the Nebuchadnezzar, but still, you gotta think there's a lot of fluorescence. The green hue is the tip off, right? That's the Matrix. Let's pontificate here, Morpheus. I'm gonna explain everything. It's supposed to be a great place. No one accepted. So instead of making a perfect world that was unbelievable, they made a basic bitch world from your own time. Redesigned the Matrix. The peak of your civilization before the iPhone. More agents. Very replaceable dudes. They're hacking him, huh? Like a computer. We're running out of time. When they crack him, they'll get the codes for Zion's mainframe computer. They get the codes. They could destroy us. Could. We pull the plug on Morpheus. No, but he'll die. This guy got blasted pretty damn hard by his gun that is killing everybody in one shot twice, and is what did the direction here from the Wachowski siblings? Did they say, "Oh yeah, so it grazed you"? You know, Hugo Weaving is not short, so this guy on the right must be like 6'5". They're saying goodbye to Morpheus. Whoa, stop! I can what's happening? Don't. It's a coincidence. This is your choice. Pay those taxes. I'm just another guy. As many as 3 agents. Oh no. You know, it really devalues the threat of the agents when Agent Smith becomes like 100 agents in the sequel. Yeah, I'm really digging Carrie Ann Moss's haircut. See, there's definitely less of a green hue to it inside here. All right, this is where they're like, we're gonna need guns. Coming up. Oh, you can see he's under duress here. Let's talk a little philosophy while we break you. Basically telling people here we're parasites or a virus. You know, he may not be wrong here. We are kind of a cancer, ruining everything. That's why I stay in my parents' basement all the time. Ka-choo. No, we need guns, lots of guns. Let's not use normal keys here. They need different shit. She has leather, he does not. Does he have leather pants? Alright, we're gonna need some guns, and we got our guns. Didn't really have a lot of time to plan out this assault on the building, did they? Now things get a little weird. It's a little good cop, bad cop. Because he's ordering the other agents out, and he's like, you know what? This isn't such a good gig. And it's like, what's it to a computer program to make these decisions? Because the agents are basically like the sentinels hacked in. I'm not saying each agent it was represented by a sentinel hacked into the Matrix, but they're on the same side. Is there really division among computers? This guy's acting like, hey, I got transferred to this job and it sucks. Like I'm that level of an entity here. I'm that much of an individual. It's kind of a surprising move. Hugo Weaving's really acting the shit out of this. You know, this man in the suit, the government G-man, is now really a character. All right, let's just step up to the metal detector. I've got this duffel bag, no big. Oh, hey, what do you know? The alarm goes off. Oh, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I've got some metallic items on me. Yep, it's looking pretty R-rated now, buddy. This is a hella good gun battle. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you about that. Yeah, he doesn't really have the leather that she's got. She is decked in leather. I just love the way how these the concrete, well, the marble cladding on these pillars just flies off in chunks. Like we're really doing some redecorating. I don't really care for the music. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, cool flip here. Yeah, you gotta wonder if that move was necessary. But I'm not gonna complain too much about it. Well, they got their body armor on pretty quickly. Were they prepared for this assault? That's badass. What is it? SPAS 12 shotgun there. They don't make those anymore. It's like the coolest looking shotgun in movies. Could you see them re-releasing this in 3D? Not to give any ideas. How long did they spend making this? Now he's got these kind of like weird squatting walk moves he's got here as he walks in with the gun. Yeah, we still needed to kick a guy in the head. So nonchalant with it. Like, okay, here we go. Not a lot of, oh, wow, I can't believe we did that. He doesn't know what. Like, you know, this weird division in the agents here. Like, oh, you're doing stuff behind our back. You didn't know we're under attack, huh? You took the earpiece out and didn't get the orders. And we have a hell of a bomb. There is no spoon. Uh, his confidence has definitely risen here. Yeah, that looks less than realistic, but you know, it'll pass. Fire explosion. Again, I mean, it looks good. It looks like it's in a movie. That door, yeah, CGI door, but you know, it could be worse, right? Sprinklers. Now they're just kind of on the roof, jacking some guys around here. Like, what were all these guys doing on the roof? When the agents take over a body, does it look that great to you? Like, I'm not totally sure. Oh, here comes the bullet time. This agent stepped out there, shooting at him, and all you hit is air, right? Help. Well, boom. Now, bullet time at this point required a lot of cameras synced up and set to rotate around Keanu Reeves. Bullet time now is basically considered CGI character suspended in air as camera whirls around. It wasn't fast enough. Got grazed. You know, maybe before you get into the Matrix, you should probably do the program for how to operate all vehicles that are going to be in the Matrix. You know, not that I know anything about that. Oh yeah, everybody likes this scene here. We've got the minigun. There's like no way in hell he doesn't destroy Morpheus with this gun right here. You know, even if these guys are fast, could they really not get hit by any of this? A lot of slow-mo. That's pretty cool how we have this like waterfall coming down from the building. Get up, get up. Remember Trinity had to tell herself to get up earlier? He's summoning the strength. Run, Morpheus. One-handed Desert Eagle move. You know, I'd consider that kind of bullet time right there. Jump. Catch. Bungee. Was there really enough water in there for this waterfall effect? Yeah, couldn't do this stunt today because we don't use real helicopters in movies anymore, people. Hey, I don't make the rules. It looks pretty convincing. Even have some good shots of Trinity at pilot. Safe landing for Morpheus. Though I'm pretty sure that would really mess up a normal dude. And then really, Trinity gets the money shot of the whole movie here. Helicopter's going into the building. Neo's going to use, I guess, super strength here. Shoot the cord, get out without the blades hitting you. And then, boom. Into the building, ripple effect. Because I guess the building doesn't follow the same laws as... It's like it's a permanent fixture of the Matrix there, so... Weird ripple effect. She crashes into it. Yeah, I can see them releasing this in 3D. I knew it. He's the one. He's doing things no one else has done before. He's got to be the one, guys. He's got to be the one. But then you get to the sequels and it's like, nah, we don't think he's the one. You guys can think he's the one, but the rest of us, we don't think so. Morpheus, quick recovery. She told you what you needed to hear. Whatever it was. There's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. And you know Kung Fu. Balboa. Trying to do a little reference to Rocky Balboa, maybe? I think when you see the street sign, though, it doesn't say Balboa. They have the trace, though. So the Sentinels are coming. The Sentinels are closing in the real world. And in the Matrix program, we got the agents on the scene here. Uh-oh, it's a hobo in a sci-fi movie. What could go wrong here? Hey man, did you just see a really bright light? And that's our first look at them actually getting that transfer, isn't it? You can see them doing that effect quite different nowadays, actually. Much more refined CGI. Shut up and just get in there. Come on, pick up the phone. Go, save it for later. Come on, go, 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 go. Talk. No time for talk. Oh no, it's an agent. She keeps getting out of there just in time, doesn't she? You can run, or you can make a choice. I can do this. The old bitch was lying. I am the one. Now we have our little Western show off. That is a quick draw. Bullet time. The bullet's going through the air. That looks better than it does today, honestly. Out of bullets, and now we're going to do the wire act. It's time for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Neo. I don't need the gun. I don't need the knife. I'm gonna kill you, John. Wait. Or is I don't need the gun, I don't need the girl. Then he takes a knife out. Whatever, you got it. Oh, wow, you broken agent sunglasses. I like the destructibility of this environment. The video game, you could destroy a lot of shit in the game too, and it was cool. Oh no, he's bleeding. If I take some cloth and kind of dap up the blood, maybe that'll help him. Now I'm going to use the Morpheus technique. Not the most convincing headbutt. Oh, I hate that move. The punch followed by the extending of the fingers. Ugh. Yeah. Little tacky. Now that looks bizarre, where they're trying to do the sped up punches there, where it makes kind of this like frame blurring effect. And then I think we have a CGI train coming in the subway. And it looks a little off because the lights are kind of a big tell with it, if I remember correct here. Just hold you down here, let the train hit you, Mr. Anderson. My name is Neo. Shake him off. Whoop. Nice jump, and we got rid of him. I need to find a phone. Yeah, but where are these other agents? There again, oh shit. I'm telling you, it's almost like they were aiming for a possible PG-13 with this. Many sentinels. 5, 6, maybe 5, maybe 6 minutes says. We can't use the EMP until he's out. I know. We gotta believe. The guy took my phone. All these people, as he gets closer to him, they become agents. It's kind of a cool idea. Door, yeah. Why not? You saw the door. Why not just go ahead and go through the door? You really need to tell you? It's the one door. Your other left. Now the old ladies are becoming agents. Into the trash. And these sentinels, man, they really truck along, don't they? You have to wonder if all of the machines look like that, or if they have a peaceful version of the machines, and this is just their warrior class, right? The AI, that is, or what have you. It seems like they have some individuality. They have a hull breach, and it's not flooding, so they're definitely not surrounded by water. Again, the propulsion system for these sentinels, questionable. A gunshot in the chest. Oh no, poor Neo. Another. Is this the end of our hero? Oh, you'd think he'd be dead now. This is not some normal gun, guys. This is an Action Express 50 caliber Desert Eagle. And blows you away. Yep, he's gone. Oh wait, but Jesus came back to life. Well, now here's what you're thinking. Okay, so he's dead, I guess we can use the EMP now, right? To stop these things. He's the one, give him another chance. The Oracle said I'd fall in love with the one and I'm in love with you, and true love conquers all motif, right? Why does she love him? They've really have had no alone time whatsoever. They haven't had their little talk about sand getting everywhere or picked any flowers. Does not compute. The kiss brought him back to life. It's like some kind of, what was it, Beauty and the Beast did that? Nah, I'm not gonna let these bullets bother me. Mary Sue powers activate. Yeah, I don't know how I stopped the bullets, but He is the one. We keep hearing this. In case dialogue, just insert "you're the one." He is the one. It's the one. Can we get a supercut of them talking about him being the one? Now he's like, this is weird. I'm not even trying. I can beat him one-handed. I've gone beyond the computer. I know I have no limits. Dive on in. Huh? I don't want any piece of this. I'm getting out of here. The skin crawling, it kind of looks like an almost claymation type effect. And that explosion looks kind of bad. Not gonna shit you. The bending of the space air, it's like his body digested or something like this. So he dives into him, breaks out of him, and these guys are like, the hell with that shit. They're not paying me enough for this. Neo, get out of here. To the phone. Oh, they're inside. It's big uglies. He EMP'd, but did he get out in time? Now time for the dust to settle. He made it. Who would have thought? Because he's the one. I mean, hell, at least he had to learn some things. It's just, I find it a little too convenient that there's a guy who just has the all powers. And now they're out there trying to wake up some more people. So I guess the idea is here that if you're in the Matrix and you have an interest in hacking, you can get woken up. So shouldn't they have maybe set the world in a more primitive time before their like computers to not allow or actually give the Zion people less tools to reach? That's like, we're cool. Dun, dun, dun. Yep, really got together. If you're woke, you dress in black. I don't like the angle on them sunglasses. I think he changed his sunglasses in the sequel, but then this shot here where he's flying. Honestly, I could have done without that. But there you have it, folks. The Matrix from 1999. Um, you know, you probably liked it. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you unlike it. I think it's a good movie. Um, Maybe a tad overrated to some degree, but I mean it's one of the best action films. It brings a great concept to light. There's a good story there. The effects, most of it's really quite good, and there's a lot of it. It seems to kind of lay the groundwork for making this impossible stuff people need to be doing in movies today. It kind of makes that trend worthy. It makes that part of the blockbuster formula. It's amazing the kind of ground they covered quickly in the 90s. Like, we're looking at Total Recall in 90, and then Terminator 2 is a huge step up. And then 1999, The Matrix. At this point, it's like we can do anything with computers. And nowadays, they do too much with computers. Hell, like I said, they can't even get uh, real helicopters in movies. But that's The Matrix. If you want to know what my review would be, it's 3.5 out of 4 stars. If you guys like this, like, share, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. Leave some comments below.